And there's been a lot of things being said about Derek on the internet
Right.
that you put in the book.
Right.
It was, I guess, two things that bothered you about his character being in question. One was him being a bully, and another was him being a thief.
Right.
Do you want to speak on that? Because what they say is he was voted out of Cash Money because he was pretty much a bully,
Right.
but that wasn't the case.
Right.
Do you care to speak on that?
I'm gonna say this much on it. First is him being voted out because he was a bully. I think if they really want to know the true reason why, they'll have to read this book to know that. But I am going to say this here. If you say Derek was a bully, and stand on what you say, I have seen so many different stories about first he was a bully, then he didn't know what he wanted to do, then he was an influencer on the rest of the group. And I feel like all these changes up because, you know what, y'all said a lot of things because BG is locked up. And I love BG dearly, I really do. And before my son died, after his death, I still love his music. I still love him. But I think people say things and you wasn't thinking, maybe they wasn't thinking he was going to come on, but BG about to come on. So when y'all make him look like this bully, I never heard BG say nothing about Derek. I never heard Lil Wayne say nothing about Derek, but y'all made him look like a bully of those guys. So the person who putting it out there, you're making him look weak. Now he about to come home, people clearing it up, or he was like an influencer when they would had to be
It's like the studio
time. He got them in the projects. All those lies. If I say something about you, I'm gonna stand on what I say. Then it's like you act like they're a friend of Derek, but yet at the same token, it's shade being thrown on his name. I don't care how nobody else see it. I don't care how my son see it. When they doing this here, you're talking good about him, but then you're throwing shade on his name at the same time. That don't mix to me. I don't consider a person as real. I feel like you're trying to shut Derek's name down because Derek's name was hot on social media in all kind of ways, good and bad. And Leva even did call me up right before Derek's birthday or right after Derek's birthday, the day after or the day before, I don't remember exactly when, apologizing for, you're making it sound like he was apologizing to me for how I felt about you saying that him and Derek stole from Baby Now. You never said Derek and you stole nothing from Baby Now. You said Derek stole from Baby, the limo money and stuff like this here. And you also, you're like, Baby didn't want to deal with you after that. So as a friend, I have to look at it. I feel like it's some animosity that I didn't make it with Baby Now because of Derek or something like this. Because if Baby wanted to deal with you after that, Derek dead and gone and all this. If Baby wanted to deal with you, Baby gonna do what Baby wanted to do. But they started throwing his name out there for social media gain, and you're saying good things and bad things at the same token. He didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. Oh yes, he know what he wanted to do with his life. He told me what he was going to do with his life, And like I say, they throw out stuff that we didn't even talk about on social media. But I'm not gonna go through all of that right now because that's not what this is about. But I have to say that there, and it was the bully and what else we was talking.
Bullying and a thief.
Yeah, well that's that
Right.
that goes with the part of the thief part as well, because I put it in this book, and if you want to know how I feel about it, with this thief stuff in this book, it's in here. It comes from my heart. It doesn't change. I don't care who apologized. I don't care who feel like that person didn't have to apologize to me. No, I wouldn't apologize if that's what That's what he did. That's what I meant. I stand on that. I'm sorry you feel that way, Miss Dorothy, but yes, your son did do this. But no, you flip the script and try to make it look like I didn't know you felt that way because we were children and we did this here and we took that. You know, it wasn't no we thing. It was Derek stole from his uncle. Who would want to deal with you if you stole from him and you my uncle? I wouldn't want to deal with you. But I will say this here in this book, fair exchange ain't no robbery. Now, if you want to know what I'm talking about, read the book.
For sure. Fair exchange ain't no right. So yeah, read the book, and you're gonna figure out why he didn't sign the cash money.
Right.
It wasn't because he was voted off.
Right. Exactly.
It's a deeper story behind it. So if you want to know the story, please go get the book, and you'll figure it out.
You know, I actually had somebody. All kind of cutthroat stuff was done on social media last year, and I don't say nothing because my son don't be want me to entertain a lot of it and stuff like that there. But they even tried to make Derek sound like he was gay, you know. And it got pulled. They pulled it down, but I wanted it to stay up. You know, people feel like they took it down because of me, because I did comment when I woke up in the middle of the night and seen certain things, and you know about my son dead and all that on there. But they made it sound like he was gay. You know, he was effing with this home trail. I need to correct that there. This is not about this. It's about the book, but I need to make a correction.
Yeah, this part wasn't in the book.
Right. Right. I need to make a correction with that. Yeah, he was messing with the punk trail, buying a car from the punk trail. And when this person said that, they knew what he was doing. He was dealing with him buying a car, paying him money out of his pocket for a car. No sexual involvement whatsoever. He was not gay. So I just want to add that in there.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot about Derek on the internet. I've never seen that one though.
It got pulled down quickly. Oh. I'll tell you about it.
Okay. And while we're on the topic of things that you don't like, you also didn't like the nickname Bulletproof.
I didn't like that name, period. Mm-hmm. And I let my brothers know, Slim and Baby, that I didn't like that name. That name came from my brothers, and I guess because Derek read it, attitude, how he talk and all of that there. But still, like I said, if a person would try you to see if you're bulletproof, he's not bulletproof, he's dead. It's nothing bulletproof about that. And he didn't even call his own self bulletproof. He called himself Little Derek, even after he wasn't even with Cash Money. And with Cash Money, BG Derek was stood for them all, baby gangster. But he never really called himself bulletproof or nothing like that. Yeah. And another thing, even after Derek was no longer with Baby now, and BG was no longer with Baby now, BG and Derek still did music together. They had no beef with each other, no jealousy and all of this type of stuff, as I have heard. It was none of that there,